some of the 64th anniversary celebration of Nigeria, and also taking a look at the pains and gain. And also joining us via phone this morning is Ahmed Tijani Yusuf. A wonderful morning to you, Mr. Ahmed.
I'm fine, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us via phone live this morning as we take a look at the pains and gain of this going down memory lane from 1960 when Nigeria gained independence till now. Taking a holistic look at it and also put into perspective the statement by the number one citizen of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What do you make of the 64th anniversary celebration of Nigeria?
All right, thank you very much for having me. It's a delight. I wish I was in the studio with you. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. Nigeria is 64 years, and the 64 years in the life of anybody, whether a human being or a nation, is not a small feat. A man of 60 or a woman of 64 is quite aged, or ought to be quite experienced, and so it is with any nation. I listened to the speech of Mr. President yesterday, and he didn't make any difference from the speech of the previous presidents. For 8 years, Buhari made speech, October 1st speech, and for 8 years, every 8 years, it has become a recurring decimal. And Tinubu equally made the same speech yesterday, and I saw no difference between what Tinubu made, the statement of President Tinubu, and the statement that President Muhammadu Buhari has been issued for the past 8 years. They keep telling Nigerians that they feel their pains. They understand that they have heard their voices. I think the first paragraph of the president's speech is that he said, our administration knows that many of you struggle with rising costs and search for meaningful employment. I want to assure you that your voices are heard. Buhari told us this for 8 years. First year, second year, to 8th year. Your voices are heard. Your voices are heard. If your voices are heard, during Buhari time, it was during Buhari time that we experienced the NSAS. We saw the way the government crushed the NSAS protesters. If they truly believe that the voices of the people are heard, I see no reason why people who are protesting for meaningful development and progress will be crushed or treated in such manner, in such disdainful manner. We saw what happened to the protesters, the NPAC government protesters, just recently. If President Tinubu, with all due respect, believes that the voices of the Nigerian youth have been heard, the way the NPAC governance protesters were treated with disdain and with contempt shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. You also know that as we speak today, some of them are still being in detention. Some are being prosecuted. They are in court for offences that are not even known to law. So I do not believe that the president and his government feel the pains of Nigeria. It's very unfortunate. The speech is filled with rhetorics. It's just rhetorics. It's like a campaign promise that has not been fulfilled. That is the way I see it. We've not really made any progress. The only progress made so far, as far as I'm concerned, is that there has been transition from one democracy to another. We've not had military interventions, and to that extent, I think that is the progress so far. Otherwise, no other progress.
In the light of the statement made by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he talked about having another confab. This time around, it's going to be for the youth. What difference will it make? Put into consideration the last time we had a confab in 2014, and now want to have another confab that is made up of youth. What difference will it make?
It won't make any difference. I'm not a pessimist, but I'm trying to be a realist here. It will not make any difference. You just rightly stated it that we had a confab in 2014 during Jonathan. It's wonderful and lofty resolutions of that confab brought heads, people with intelligence, and you understand, renowned Nigerians, even including youths, were part of that confab. The resolution have not been implemented till as we speak. Jonathan did not implement it in the remaining part of his regime. Buhari never implemented it in spite of calls You understand? Tinubu has no plan to implement that confab. Why convening? Why do you want to convene another national confab? You understand? I see this as a jamboree, a way to make more money and settle some boys. You understand? And some young people. Do you understand? Who do not even represent the youth at all. So they should not jettison this idea instead of wasting money, putting money where they ought not to put money into. They should stop all these kind of plans. It will not help Nigerians at all. I listened to the president's speech. I woke up, sat down to listen to the president. Honestly, the speech dampened my spirit. Honestly, dampened my spirit. For instance, let me give you let me tell you why I was highly disappointed in that speech. I saw award. The president, I think towards the end of the speech, the president is dishing out award to the Senate president, the chief justice of the federation, the speaker, and all giving. What are you giving award for? Particularly, with all due respect to the Senate president, as we speak today, is on record. The Senate president has criminal charges hanging over his neck. We understand why he was in PDP. You understand there are criminal charges as we speak. These are facts. You can verify me. You understand? You can verify what I just said. He has criminal charges. EFCC was looking for him up and down until he decamped from PDP to APC. Then he seems we are forgiving. You are giving such a man an award. GCON. What message are you sending? What message are you sending? You are destroying, you are killing the zeal of the agencies that are charged with anti-corruption fight. What message are you saying? Why are you giving the Speaker of the House of Reps award? What did he do? Because he's a politician? That people who deserve this award. Primary school teachers, you understand, who are busy teaching our children, sacrificing. You understand, those who clean the streets. You understand, those who are our military, our soldiers at the front line. You understand, and in Northeast and in Northwest, those are the people that truly deserve award, national honor, and not the Senate president and all the persons listed in that speech. In fact, the drafters of that speech did a very, very shoddy job. Very shoddy job. I have listened to speeches of presidents in the past. This is one of the worst I have ever seen. With all due respect.
Okay, let's take a look at the current situation of the country in the light of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech. The rising cost of living, a whole lot of things are no longer easy. Things are difficult right now for many Nigerians, and the president keeps talking about the fact that he heard our plight and they are hoping to know. But over 1 year in office, and the situation has not improved. We keep talking about economic policy that has not really been able to hit the ground running. In the light of all these challenges, Nigerians are also not happy. There are pockets of protest here and there because of the rising cost of living. If he happens to advise the president, put into consideration the statement he made on the October 1st speech right there, we will call for total change in the economic policy being adopted by this administration.
Of course, I will call for a total overhaul. You understand me? I will tell the president, if I have his ears, I'll say, look, Mr. President, appointment should not be a means of settlement. It shouldn't be a means of settlement. Appointment should be for the purpose of serving Nigerians, in which you are part of. You don't give appointment because such ABC worked for you. Every Nigerian, including those who didn't vote you understand me, are entitled to the benefits of democracy. I listened to the speech again. One thing that caught my attention is the fact that the president said that the economy is undergoing necessary reform and retooling to serve us better. And I was surprised. The president also made mention of that said that the CBN is also making some monetary policies. The monetary policy of the CBN has ensured stability and predictability of our foreign exchange. And I laughed. I said, it is either the president is not telling us the truth. I think the president is being economical with all due respect. You understand? The president is far away from the realities on ground. Those that are managing our economy. You are aware, you're a journalist, you are aware that interest rates have been increased. So I think it is presently, as we speak, is 27% interest rate. Who does that? for a nation that wants to grow, you increase interest rate for what? Why did Nigerians are being taxed on every front? Is it electricity? Is it what is it? Every Nigerians are a government on their own. Nigerians pay for security, Nigerians pay for everything. Electricity tariff has increased. So it appears to me that those who are managing our economy really do not know what they are doing. I think it's a just settlement from the CBN down. They do not know what they are doing, with all due respect. So I learned that the president wants to reshuffle. I was expecting that the reshuffling would be on October 1st, but I didn't hear anything like that. There is an urgent need for the president to reshuffle. Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. You know the painful part of it. The president is living. The president is living very, very large. Extravagance here and there. You understand? You saw the presidential flight. You saw the yacht. You saw everything that the president is living. You are living in wealth while Nigerians are living in penury. I mean, you can't ask Nigerians to be patient. Nigerians cannot be patient. There is a limit to patience. There is a limit to patience. And Nigerians are getting to that melting point where they will explode.
You talked about extravagant living. In the light of the challenges, when the president said Nigeria should bear with him, the president decided to buy a new private jet. Issues have also been raised with the budget. Here we've seen some amount of money copied to the budget that a lot of people are critical of right there. Does this also send wrong signals out there that's also making Nigerians to be agitated in the light of what we are seeing?
Let me get. I think I had there's a little glitch. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me go again. You, in the light of you talked about extravagant spending by the presidency, and when we put into consideration some issues that have been raised with the budget presented by the president earlier this year, and a lot of fictitious spending coming into scheme of things, and also not forgetting president spending so much in acquisition of private jets for the national presidential fleet. Does this also make Nigerians to be agitated and also to be worried when the president is also pleading with them to bear with them?
Exactly. It's like the practicing what he preaches. You are asking Nigerians to be patient. You are asking Nigerians to bear with you, that you feel their pain, you understand their plight. On the other hand, Nigerians are seeing something different. Nigerians are seeing a president who is living very large at their own expense. I mean, come on, you are talking to human beings and not animals. You are talking to intelligent people. Nigerians are very, very intelligent. You are not talking to daft, all right? So these are some of the things that are aggravating Nigerians. There are protests all over. It's just unfortunate that this protest is being crushed. I've never seen a situation where government will organize an anti-protest to protest against genuine protesters. Do not forget that the president is also the leader of protest in this country. Everybody knows that. He knows that himself. The president became president today as a result of strong opposition, strong protest. He led protests in the past, successful protests. So why are you crushing protesters who are genuinely asking for what rightly belongs to them? You understand? So these are the reasons why Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are not happy. And they are not asking for too much. It's just basics. Schools have resumed. I can tell you that some parents cannot afford to pay school fees as we speak. Some parents cannot afford to pay school fees. Even the so-called 3 square meal is no longer there. 1 square it's difficult for a lot of parents.
Exactly.
You are telling Nigerians that the economy is undergoing necessary reforms and retooling. Who are you telling this? How? They just dish out speeches. The how and how it is. What are you doing? The what? The how? It's not in that speech at all. We are doing this. The Federal Executive Council has approved this. You approve tractors. You approve this, and it does not get to the real farmers. It will be hijacked along the way. Where is the rice pyramid that was launched under Buhari along the airport route? Where is it today?
Okay.
Where is that rice pyramid? The president talked about flood, that the flooding in you understand it? Let me tell you the way they see. There is this thing thing that is making Nigerians to get angry. They treat us with disdain. They treat Nigerians with contempt. People have been displaced in their homes in Borno State.
Okay.
And what you do is to give them rice. Every little thing, you give people rice.
I was about talking about that, talking about palliative, rice palliative. Everywhere you go, we give rice. Really.
A man whose house has been washed into the by flood, swept by flood. Even his cooking utensils have been swept. You are giving him raw rice. How will he eat the raw rice?
Really sad, the current situation we find ourselves, Mr. Ahmed Tijani. I must say big thank you to you for joining us this morning on shedding light on some of these things. 64th anniversary, the pains, gains, and way forward. But hopefully, the powers that they are listening and also can make right decisions. We are tired of people saying, let's bear with us. We need to start making concrete steps. I must say big thank you to you, Mr. Ahmed Tijani, for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much right there. We'll be speaking with the chief strategist right there, talking about Ahmed Tijani right there, talking about the pains and gains and the way forward after the 64th anniversary celebration right there. Now we'll also be linking up with our Lagos studio, where we'll also be taking a further discussion. We'll be taking discussion further with a whole lot of issues also pertaining to